On June 7th, 2026, in a beautiful neighborhood in Johns Creek, Georgia, one of the Holiday's family's children picked up the phone and dialed 911. He told the dispatcher his parents had been fighting and then there was a shooting. And when the officers arrived, they found Richard Holiday, 52, and his wife Martha, 43, both dead inside their home. Investigators believe Richard shot Martha before turning the gun on himself. 3 sons gone in one moment. And by all accounts, Martha was kind, outgoing, and beloved. Richard, by all appearances, was a functioning father of 3. So here's the question nobody wants to ask. What was happening inside that man that nobody could see? Because this is not rare anymore. Murder-suicides happen more than once a day somewhere in the United States. Over 820 deaths per year, and over half the victims are intimate partners. This is not a gun story. This is not a mental illness story. This is a story about what happens when pain has nowhere to go. And if you carry more than you're letting on right now, I need you to stay with me. I'm Jerry S. Lynn with the 5-second reflex. If therapy, willpower, and self-help haven't worked, this channel exists for you. We go to the root of why change never sticks and give you the tools to make it permanent so you can finally live the life that you want. Stay all the way to the end. I have something for you, a free 10-minute assessment, a gift from me to you. It will show you exactly which pattern is running your system right now before it runs you. So do not leave early. I want you to picture a pressure cooker. You fill it with water, you put it on high heat, and then someone welds the release valve shut. What happens? Well, nothing at first. On the outside, it looks completely fine, just sitting there on the stove. But the pressure is building and building and building until the moment it cannot anymore. This is not a metaphor for violence. This is a metaphor for the nervous system that was never taught how to release. And here's the terrifying part. The pressure cooker does not announce when it's about to go. It just blows. Researchers show that perpetrators of murder-suicide often display warning signs that were present long before the moment of crisis. Controlling behavior, emotional withdrawal, a sense of losing everything all at once. But those are not the signs of a monster. Those are signs of a system that have been in survival mode for so long it ran out of runway. I work with driven men, successful men, fathers, and I'll tell you what I see over and over again. They're not bad men. They're men who learned early that to get love, to get safety, to get approval, they have to be a certain version of themselves. The acceptable self is stay strong, don't show pain, be in control. Unacceptable self is afraid, sad, overwhelmed, uncertain. So that unacceptable self gets pushed down and buried. Now imagine doing that for 20, 30, 40 years. You do not become a monster, you become a pressure cooker. Because those banished parts don't disappear. They hide and they run into the background like a virus in the system. And when your external world starts to crack, when there's a job loss, a rupture in the relationship, a threat to your identity, the virus doesn't have a healthy release protocol. It only knows one thing, and that's survive. I want to be clear, I'm not excusing the violence. I'm not minimizing what happened to Martha Holiday or the thousands of victims like her. I'm trying to answer the questions that keep the rest of us safe. Why does this keep happening? The research is clear. Most perpetrators of murder-suicide are men dealing with intimate partner conflicts, most often at a moment of perceived total loss of control. But underneath all of that statistics is a root problem. A human being who never learned the skill of emotional release. We teach kids how to read, how to drive, how to do math. Nobody teaches them how to feel something devastating and survive it. So they build a wall. They function behind it. They call it strength, and eventually the wall doesn't hold anymore. And here's where I have to say something directly to you. You may not be in crisis right now, but I promise you, somewhere in your life, the valve is closing just a little bit more each week. Every time you swallow that frustration, call it being the bigger person. Every time you bury that sadness because you don't want to be a burden. Every time you feel that heat rising and reaching for that phone, the drink, the distraction, instead of feeling it, you're welding that valve shut just a little tighter. And here's the thing most people get wrong. They wait until pressure's unbearable before they try to do something about it. That's like waiting until your car engine is on fire before you're checking the oil. The work is not in crisis intervention. The work is the daily reps that keep the pressure from ever getting that high in the first place. Think about when you first learned to drive. You have to think about every single thing. The mirror, the signals, hand at 10 and 2. You were exhausted, but you kept doing the reps, and now you drive home, barely remember the route with a burger in your hand. Your nervous system runs the same principle. When you practice release before the pressure spikes, your gut brain starts to wire it in as automatic. It's not a technique when you try when you're already at 10, a reflex, your new default. So here's what the rep looks like, and I want you to actually do this, not just understand it. There's 3 steps every day, even when you feel fine, especially when you feel fine. Step 1, whatever you're carrying right now, put a word on it. Frustration, heaviness, restlessness, just name it. Find where it lives in your body. Is it in your chest, your throat, your jaw, your gut? Name it and find where it lives. Step 2, stop fighting it. Most of us spend all of our energy resisting what we feel. That resistance is welding the valve. Instead, just allow it. Feel it fully for 30 seconds. You won't die. You won't break, but you'll start to release. So you gotta feel it. Let it go through your body. Then step 3, let it move. You're not trying to get rid of it. You're just stopping the suppression. There's a difference. Letting go is not forcing it out. It's releasing the grip. Reps every single day before the pressure spikes. This is how you build what I call release fitness. The same way you build physical fitness, not by running 1 marathon when you're already dying, but walking 10 minutes every single day until your body learns how to handle the work. Practice does not make perfect, guys. We've been taught all wrong since the beginning, because practice makes permanent. Actually, stay right there for 1 second. I said I have a gift for you at the end of the video, and I want to tell you what it is now so you understand exactly why it matters. It's a free 10-minute assessment, a real diagnostic tool that shows you which of your core patterns is actively running your system right now, below the surface, before you even realize it. Because here is the problem. Most people watching this feel something land in their chest today. They'll recognize themselves in the story, and then they'll close this tab and go back to the life and do nothing. And in 6 months from now, when that pressure builds up even higher, the valve will be even tighter. I don't want that for you. 10 minutes, that's all it takes to stop what Richard Holiday and millions of people like him never got the chance to do. See the pattern before it sees you. Scan the QR code, or the link is in the description, and it's free. You take it, you find out exactly what your system is running, and then you know what to work on. Not a general idea, your specific wiring. Stay to the end, and I'll remind you one more time, but I actually need you to do it. Like and subscribe right now so the algorithm can get this to the people who need it the most, because someone in your life is carrying something they never told anyone. See, your gut brain fires first, and then your head brain realizes it about 5 seconds later. And by the time your head shows up, the reflex already launched. This is the 5-second reflex. It's the moment before you snap, before you shut down, before you walk out of a room instead of staying in the conversation. And here's what nobody tells you. You have a veto window of a fraction of a second between when the gut fires and the behavior lands. But that window only stays open when your nervous system is regulated. When the pressure is high, when the valve is welded shut, the window disappears completely. The body makes the call and your head just watches it while it happens. This is why willpower fails. This is why you know better and still do it. This is the same reason why arguments keep happening in your kitchen year after year with the same topics, the same problems. You do not have a character problem. You have a system that was never taught to release, so it lost the ability to choose. The daily reps you just learned are how to reopen that window. Awareness, allow, release, repeat every day. That's awareness, allow, release, and then repeat. Do it every day before that pressure builds up. You do it every day until your system stops running on survival and starts running on choice. 3 sons lost their mother and their father in a single morning. 3 kids who spend the rest of their lives trying to make sense of something that should never have happened. Martha Holliday was described by people who knew her as an always outgoing. And Richard, nobody saw it coming. Because we don't see until the pressure cooker explodes. This is the cost of culture that tells people, especially men, toughen up, hold it together, don't let them see you sweat. Just rub some dirt in it. See, that's the cost of mistaking suppression for strength. Triggers are not the problem. Triggers are gold. When you feel the rage, the shame, the helplessness rising, this is the old material coming up to the surface, and that is the system trying to release the pressure. The question is never, what is wrong with me? The question is always, what inside got activated, and what does it need? That shift, that one question, that's what changes everything. This is what could save a life. Maybe yours, maybe someone you love. And here's what I want you to know right now. Not tomorrow, not after dinner, right now. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code for the free 10-minute assessment. I want you to think about the last time you felt that heat, that tightness, that moment where something was just rising and you pushed it back down. That was your system telling you something. That assessment will show you exactly what that something is, which core pattern is running in that background. What is your reflex actually protecting you from? And where the real work begins. It takes 10 minutes, and it might be the most important 10 minutes you spend this year. Because you are not Richard Holliday. You are not in crisis. You are here, which means you still have that window open. Don't wait till that window closes to wish you had walked through it. The QR code's right there. The link is right below the video. It's free. It's yours.